going to regret this. I really mean it. If you don't call me, you will regret it. This is a threat now, okay? So make sure you put this on 9 and save it. So when you report me, you can let somebody listen to it that I am threatening you. Goodbye, you little brat, dick bastard.
That was my first guest, Robert's mother. He says his mother's harassment doesn't stop there. Now, his wife, Viv, says her mother-in-law's out-of-control behavior is the root of all of their problems. Take a look.
My mother-in-law is out of control and she's ruining my life and my marriage. I would describe my mother-in-law, Kathy, as manipulative, controlling, emotional, depressing. Everybody calls her Crazy Kathy.
My mother is harassing me. My mom calls 15 times a day, every day, all day, along with a voicemail each time. And when she leaves voicemails, it's you're a scumbag, you're just a piece of I can't believe you're the person that I raised.
I'm never going to be in your life again. I hope you hear this whole message, and it's over. Don't ever call me again. You little son of a bitch. You're a scumbag.
Kathy had mocked my heritage. She thinks she has funny jokes about Mexican people, and Robert hates Mexicans. It makes me really mad. That hurts me the most. And I can't take that.
I feel like I'm forced to answer my mother's phone calls because she gives me a time ultimatum to call her back, or she's gonna call the police. The police come to my door and I have to show them identification. I feel embarrassed and I apologize to them.
Kathy will show up at my mother's house in the middle of the night, bang on my mother's front door. My mother called the cops on her and got the trespassing warrant against her. This has had a major effect on my marriage. I feel like every problem in my relationship is 99% the cause of Kathy. I'm worried that Kathy would do something desperate. I definitely think she's capable of putting other people in danger. My greatest fear is losing my husband in all of this.
What's going on? Give me your analysis of this. We're going to meet her in a minute, but why is she being this way?
I just feel like she's dependent on me for happiness, you know.
Are you an only child?
Yes, I am.
So she's kind of hung on to you pretty tight?
Very tight.
You've been together a long time then. You were high school sweethearts. It's been on again, off again,
Yeah.
but you started early, and you've been together a long time.
Yeah.
And how long have you been married now?
A month and a few days.
A month and a few days. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
All right. You've made it a month. That's good. Are you happy as far, take her out of the equation. Do you guys get along all right?
Oh, yeah.
We're kind of like the same person.
But she's getting in the way. What is she doing? We've heard the voicemails. Is that it? You just get bizarre voicemails, or is there more to it?
It's the voicemails, it's the calls. Every call leads to a voicemail, and every voicemail is at least 2 minutes long.
Okay, now if she can't get in touch with you, she's actually called the police.
Yes.
She just like calls you at work or something or whatever, and you don't answer a few times, so she'll call the police. What does she say to the police?
She just says that we haven't spoken in a long time, and then she'll send them as a communication system to my house to try to make communication with me when I'll be working or.
So you're just there and
Yep.
Yeah, like
you look
6
out and
in
the
the
cops
morning.
are on the front door.
Yep.
What do they say?
That your mother's been trying to get in contact with you for days, but it's not like that because I speak to my dad almost every day.
She's actually gone to your mother's house?
A lot, actually.
Like a half a dozen times or so?
Like
5 times?
5.
What does she do at your mother's house?
She bangs on my mother's door until my mom's answering it. Like, she'll use my mom as the same way she uses the police to contact us, because we speak to my mom daily, because my mom is my best friend.
But this didn't just start when y'all got married, right?
Oh, no.
No, it's been since we've known each other, which is 7 years.
Is your mother kind of known for being a little over the top around your town?
Yes.
Is she known as Crazy Kathy?
I mean, I've never heard it personally because I'm her son.
I have plenty
But-
of times.
You were playing that.
Yeah.
Like, you were a basketball player, right?
Yes.
Pretty good?
Yeah, I was.
Right, he was good?
Yeah, he was good.
Your mom come to your games?
Yeah,
How'd that work out?
not so good.
They actually banned her from the games, right?
They kicked her out of one. Like, I
Yeah.
remember, because the number on his jersey, they didn't say it. They said Red, because he has red hair. And all hell broke loose, because they called him Red.
They called you Red? It was like a nickname?
Because my hair's red.
Yeah. And she didn't like that?
I guess not.
Yeah.
Robert is the love of my life. Always will be. No matter how he feels about me, I never denied him anything. Robert kept his relationship with Viviana from me. Her reputation was not something that I was thrilled with. She was considered the queen of the school. Every boy who ever had his first experience was with her. They were married at least a month and a half before I found out. Very disappointed, hurt, terribly hurt. Robert knows that I would have wanted to be there. When Robert moved to Nevada, I was very upset. I called twice a day, but then I was accused that I was calling them 30 to 50 times a day. The last time we spoke, he said to me, "When I'm done speaking, I will tell you. It's your turn to speak." Makes me feel angry. I feel like I'm being treated like a dog. My son and his wife told me that if they had grandchildren, that I was considered dead. You don't tell me I can't see a grandchild when I know that I can. I will go out of my way to protect the people that I love. If it means that I come out looking like the bad guy, I'm sorry. You're not going to stand in my way.
I am glad you're here. What do you want to see happen here today?
I want to see my son and his wife be my family.
Everybody here has to be willing to hear the truth as I see it. Now, it doesn't mean it's the truth. I'm not like the repository of all knowledge, but if you come here for my opinion, I'm going to give it to you clearly. Are you willing to hear it?
Yes.
Are you willing to hear it? Are you willing to hear it?
Yes.
I've got a few principles that I want you guys to all understand. Number one, the goal for a relationship is that it be mutually beneficial. Relationship goal, mutually beneficial. So if you want a relationship with her, it has to be mutually beneficial. You have to be doing something that helps her. Number two, relationships are mutually defined. Okay, they're mutually defined. So if you've got a bad relationship with her, you can't just point a finger at her. They're mutually defined. Like you teach people how to treat you. You learn what each other wants and needs. And third, you either contribute to or contaminate every relationship you're in. There is no neutrality. You either contribute to the relationship or you contaminate it. There are some things that I consider to be drop-dead deal breakers. Now, I've been with Robin 40 years. We've been married 35 years. If at any time during that relationship, my mother, my father, anybody called my wife a slut and the town whore, that would be done, over. You would never see her again ever in the rest of your life unless and until you convinced me and her that you were truly, truly sorry and you apologized for it.
But I thought...
There is no but. It's game over. You said you call her a slut and a whore because, this is your words to us, you said, I only do that because it's her reputation. Okay, now that may be her reputation. I'm not saying it is. In fact, it might even be true, and I'm not saying it is. That still would not justify you saying that to your son's wife because that is an insult to him.
I understand.
So you say, I do it because that's her reputation. Now, that is not a reasonable because. What I have to get you to do and understand is that no matter what they do, you have to rise above it. You can't do what you're doing because if you do, if I let you leave here without getting through to you about this, you are going to destroy your relationship with them forever. I'm telling you, if you continue this, you will drive them away forever and you will die a lonely woman missing your son. You have called your mother vile names, have you not?
I have.
You don't call your mother vile names. You've called her horrible names. You've said horrible things to her. You've threatened her. You've told her you'll never see your grandkids. You've done everything in the world you can to push her buttons.
I didn't threaten her that way. I said, if you continue to talk to me like this and say these awful things to both of us.
Do you really want to spend your time with me trying to defend your behavior?
No.
Because if you want to debate with me about that, we'll do it and you'll lose. So I would rather you just surrender now.
I am.
Do not disrespect your mother that way.
911.
I need a police.
Okay, what's going on, Steph?
My little sister's husband's mom, she has issues with her son dating my little sister.
Is there any chance she has weapons?
I'm not sure. I know, like, she's been here countless times, man. You know, we've been nice to her. We told her to leave, and this time she came to my door, ringing my doorbell like 10 times, and just smashing my door.
We do have officers on the way to you, okay?
Well, that 911 call was your brother.
It's my brother.
Right. He made the call, said you were banging on his door at 11:30 at night. What was your goal here?
Right here and now, that's a lie.
What's a lie? That my brother called the cops?
I wasn't there 10 times. I think I
You
heard
were there
him.
like 5.
No, I was there one night when I called the police.
You were only there once.
That night when your brother talked to me, I was there one time.
You've been to my house more than once, Kathy. Don't sit there and lie.
Well, then I think that the person right sitting next to me should have been somebody from your family, not just me.
Well, actually, we have her on the phone. Viv's mother, Grace, is joining us by phone today. Grace, are you there?
Yes, sir.
I don't know that it really matters, but has she been to your home once, or has she been to your home more than once?
More than once.
How
10
many
times in one night.
How many times has she been there?
About 3 or 4.
Have you felt uncomfortable with her being there?
Yes, sir.
Why?
Because whenever she comes around, it's nothing nice about it.
Right. Okay, in fact, you placed a trespass warning on Kathy. What does that mean?
She's not allowed to cross my sidewalk within the next year or she'll be arrested.
If there could be a peaceful and harmonious relationship, would you like there to be one?
She would only and always will be my daughter's mother-in-law. I pray and hope that she changes, but do I want a relationship with her? Do I want to be her friend? It would take a long time for me to see a change on her.
Mm-hmm.
She sat there and called my mom a bitch on the phone to Robert. My mom is the kindest person I have ever met in my life. She is the best example of a mother, and for you to call her a bitch really hurts me.
That really hurts me, too.
What hurts you?
What
To
you
me,
just
Kathy,
said.
she's the best mother to me in the world.
She's bragging on her mother, and that is offensive to you?
No, because that's not what she said to me the last time we had seen each other.
That's not what I said to my mother about my mom.
What you said to me.
Okay, look. I don't really care what happened on October 17th of this or that, or who said what to who, because I don't want to get, that'll just make me feel like I'm going down Main Street of Crazy Town. I don't care. It doesn't really matter, does it?
No.
The only time is now. The future is in front of us, and you get a chance to choose what you do going forward. That's all I'm saying. Come on, everybody needs to calm down here. Listen, my goal here is truly for y'all to be happy and go to dinner together, and at Thanksgiving everybody be together.
It's hard to do that when he lives in one end of the country and I live in the
Yeah,
other.
well, they're kind of talking about moving back to the state anyway because her mom's there, so that's probably going to work itself out for you
That
anyway.
makes me feel good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
They're going to move back there because her mom is there, not his mom is there.
Well, you haven't been exactly lovable. You have a very irrational fear of losing him. You've allowed it to get to the point that it absolutely paralyzes you with fear. And you don't need to fear. This is a very competent young man over here. You did a good job raising him in many respects. But we've got to get your fear under control. You just think all these terrible things, don't you? It can just be, he's not going to call me back, what's wrong? You catastrophize things in your mind. That's a terrible way to live. Do you think I'm right or wrong?
I think you're right, but...
Don't you hate that word? It just gets in the middle of every sentence. You think I'm right, but incomplete?
Yes. When the fact of the grandchildren came into the picture and then I was just going to be considered dead, there wasn't even a picture of me.
He doesn't mean that. You've got to recognize that you have to deal with this fear response or you're going to destroy this relationship and it's going to get to an irreparable point.
I filed for divorce from Morgan because my mother-in-law is the other woman in my husband's life. Janice has threatened to kill me or have me killed on more than one occasion.
I think she exhibits sociopathic behavior. She lies.
She told me, I will ruin your marriage. I will take away your children.
Anna Laura and my mother are both very strong-willed women, and it's not pretty when the two of them get together. Anna Laura and I have been married now for 6 years.
When Morgan and I met, I knew that he already had 2 children from a previous marriage. They are both special needs. I've been committed to them from day one.
I would not have chosen somebody like Anna Laura for Morgan. I said, I don't think she's very attractive. She's much older than you. She's heavy.
Janice never liked me from day one.
Early on, I just tried to be neutral.
I would describe my mother-in-law as abusive, overbearing, diabolical, and even violent.
I don't have a lot of problems with other people, and I don't know why I have problems with her.
She has to have control over everything. So we're supposed to have less of a marriage, less of a family, because that makes her happy. She's constantly threatening to take our children away. She calls 12 to 15 times a day.
My mother is very much a stalker.
She will drive around the neighborhood. A car pulls up to the driveway. I assumed it was my husband. The car didn't pull in. I looked up, and there's my mother-in-law, and she pointed her finger at me and pulled the trigger. My mother-in-law tried to hit me in my own home, so I got a domestic violence order against her.
I didn't hit her. She's 5'8", I'm 5'1".
I really think that my mother has an unnatural obsession with me. I'm very much a surrogate husband to her.
He has to decide, do I want a wife, or do I want a semi-incestuous relationship with my mother? DrPhil, my marriage is doomed. Can you help us?
Well, as you saw in the tape piece, Anna Laura has gotten a restraining order against her mother-in-law, Janice, and the 2 women haven't been in the same room in over a year. Now, Anna Laura has agreed to appear with Janice for the purpose of today's show. True?
Correct.
But you do have a restraining order that keeps Janice away from you
1,000 feet.
1,000 feet away from you. Tell us again why you think you need that protection from her, because that's a physical restraining order primarily. Why?
She has made it clear that she will do anything to get her son and her grandchildren to leave me and to move back home with her. Mm-hmm. Relentless is the adjective I would use.
Okay. Janice, you do want rid of her, correct?
No, sir. If my son chooses to stay married to her, that's his choice.
Really?
Absolutely.
Well,
I don't like her at all. Do I have to like her? I don't like her.
No, but are you saying that you're not trying to run her off?
I'm not trying to run her off. No. Why would I want to run her off? I made that statement one time. I did say one time I'd run her out of town, but.
Well, that's a clue. So, Morgan, where are you in all of this?
Really, for a long time, I was in the middle of all this. I really didn't take a side. I didn't pick the side I really should have, which is my wife's, and just put my foot down much earlier. But right now, I'm standing here with her, and I am trying my best to save our marriage.
And right now, the marriage is in trouble, correct?
I have filed for divorce.
You filed for divorce, but yet the 2 of you are still living together, and you both want to reconcile this, or you don't?
I have very mixed emotions. I had a very happy life at one time. I love my children. I'm not going to abandon my children. I'm not going to abandon Morgan, but I cannot live constant stress and drama 24/7. I cannot do it anymore.
Have you said to her, you have an incestuous relationship with your son?
Yes.
You are not welcome in my house, you short.
That was after she took the swing at me, and I blocked it.
Would that be a yes?
That's a yes.
Okay.
Yes,
and this was after she took a swing at you?
Yes.
Okay.
And then claimed the next day that she didn't remember.
Did you take a swing at her?
No.
You didn't take a swing at her?
No.
Why do you reckon she'd say something like that?
Well, I don't know. She lies, I guess. Wouldn't you say she lied?
Do you think your mother's a liar?
Yes, I do.
You do?
I do.
She still drives through our neighborhood despite the 1,000 feet. The day that my husband had a car accident last month, you came down our street. I saw you. He met you in the vehicle.
Is that true or false?
Probably not. I have not been down their street that I know about in a long time. I own a house in that neighborhood, 2 blocks over.
She purchased after the 1,000-foot restraining order.
Okay, I want to get.
It's 3 blocks over.
I want to get one thing we can agree on
across the
here.
street from my children's school. That's not 1,000 feet.
My mother
You
lives in it.
can't read.
We bought a home for my mother to live in.
Couldn't buy one anywhere else in the county.
You had a car accident
Yes.
within 1,000 feet of your house?
No, Dr. Phil. It was off away, but I was on my way home in a rental car, and she was coming up our street, and I saw her sitting there. Had to kind of move around her so I can get into our driveway.
Okay. And you're sure?
I'm absolutely sure.
It was your mother? I guess old boy knows mother.
I'm pretty sure I do, yes.
Yeah. Were you there or not?
No, sir. I was not there. You know what? Our town is like 6 blocks long. We have 3 red lights. Is there a way to avoid these 2 people?
That wasn't the question. The question was, were you parked outside their house?
No.
Where he had to pull around you? Well, parked. No. I don't want to play word games. He did not see you. He's lying.
I don't know if he saw me, but he didn't see me in front of
Well,
his
you
house.
do know if he saw you in front of his house. He says he saw you in front of his house. He had to pull around you to get in the driveway.
He did not.
He did not.
He did not see me in front of his.
Did he see her on the street? Ask her that.
You say that you believe that your mother has had an unhealthy connection and relationship to you, and that for a period of time you bought into it and participated in it.
That's correct.
That you kind of felt like you were a surrogate husband, that you were too connected with her.
That's correct.
You shared information with her about your wife. You would talk about your frustrations. You would go over there and kind of.
Yes, I've done that.
In the past, not now, but in the past. That, of course, did not sit well with you, that he's over talking about you to somebody that's your declared enemy.
I had no problem with him talking to a relative when you're asking for guidance. And the first year that we were married, she pretended to be my friend. She pretended that everything was wonderful, and we used to do activities together. I thought she was great. Until, there would be little things that would happen. Like one day I said to her, Morgan has got to start helping me around the house with the kids. The house is completely out of control. I can't do it all in work. When he came home, the story was, I called him a lazy slob.
Mm-hmm. Tell me why you're smiling so much.
Because this is the most incredible thing I have ever heard in my life. I mean, it is just incredibly absurd. All these things that they're telling, it's like somebody sat down and wrote this ridiculous book.
You admitted to a half a dozen of them.
Such as? Talking to her
You aren't good
like
enough
that?
for my husband. I'll ruin you. Do you hear me? I'll break up your marriage. I'll take away your kids.
I never said she wasn't good enough. Oh, no, I never said that one. You have a whole list of things, and some of them are right and some of them aren't.
Well, if just the ones that are right, don't you think you have some ownership into the problems of this relationship?
I do.
What are they? Tell me what your ownership is.
I talked about her behind her back. We've never actually talked together as people. The fact
you just say different things to my face. You don't have the backbone to say to me what you really feel. Because if you told me in the beginning, I don't like you, I wouldn't have gone out to your house. I wouldn't have gone to lunch with you. I wouldn't have shopped with you. We would have kept a mutual difference.
If I had not liked you, I would not have.
You don't do anything without a plan. Your plan from the beginning was to be friends with me, to use it to break us up.
If you think this is a disgusting person that has evil intent and just wants the worst for you, why would you give her the power to erode your life and your health and your peace and your marriage? Why wouldn't you just say, look, I'm disengaging here.
That's
you can just go out and spit in the ocean or something, because you're not going to change my life. Pick up and move if you have to. Go somewhere. Just get away from her. Get her out of your life.
Wait a minute. I have a domestic violence order against her that if the state we live in would enforce it, I should be able to live 2 doors up from my 75-year-old mother who is recovering from hip replacement.
Move her with you.
I'm not taking, wait a minute, we're saying that she should get to stay and do what she wants to do.
No. Listen, it's not about being right.
And I should disrupt my mother, my family.
Not fair. That's not, you're exactly right. That's not fair. But this isn't about being right. It's about being successful. And you can't make her move. You can't make her move. And if you can handle it in town, then handle it in town. And if you see her sitting outside your house, have her arrested. About third, fourth time, they'll put her under the jail. Morgan.
Yes, DrPhil.
This is your mother. She, as far as this relationship is concerned, is your responsibility. It's your responsibility. It's not your responsibility to fix this. It's your responsibility. And if that means cutting off contact, then you got to cut off contact. If it means you have to enforce the law, you have to enforce the law. But the point is going to come where you're going to have to do something to say, this is my family. I will not let my mother, aunt, uncle, friends, anybody else come in and create problems in my relationship. And you have to acknowledge that you have taken some really bad steps in this situation, true?
I have taken bad steps, but they are lying through their teeth.
Okay, hold on. If just the things you say you did are true, those are violations that are not acceptable in a family dynamic. What would cause 2 grown women to lunge at each other? Jealousy over a guy, vicious insults, or a daughter-in-law who says she's had it up to here with who she's calling a controlling mother-in-law? Well, the answer is all the above, and Rita's here today because she wants her husband to finally cut the cord with his mother. Take a look.
My husband doesn't want to cut off the ties with his mom.
Hey Mom, how are you? We have that bond that's pretty strong.
Deborah has coddled Mark. She's crippled him from being a man.
Rita feels like I'm very controlling, like he's literally attached to my bosom.
I don't want to have to pick sides.
Deborah is an active member in my relationship with my husband. It feels like a 3-way marriage because they own the home that we live in, the vehicles, the insurance, his cell phone. My husband works for them.
So we're gonna sub it out?
Yeah, please.
Mark is afraid to do things by himself, buying a vehicle, getting a house, paying bills.
Rita is biting the hand that feeds her. I have forked out thousands of dollars to just make their life easier.
I can't continue to live life like this anymore.
I want to shake him sometimes and say, be a man. Stand up to her. Mark has to cut the cord with his mother because if something doesn't change, it is going to be the end of our marriage.
Well, the tension between these 2 women, well, it's just reached a breaking point. Take a look.
My wife and mother hate each other's guts and have a lot of resentment towards each other. My mother said, I hate your wife.
I know my mother-in-law hates me. She says it frequently.
Well, this is a portfolio of my son and Rita's wedding. I replace pictures and I took her out.
The whole family hates me.
My mother has said Rita is a downgrade.
Mark usually went for smart, witty, very attractive girls.
Anybody who knows Mark has heard about his modeling career.
I just always envisioned him with a supermodel.
Who's the couple here?
My wife and I.
Yeah, I got you. You filled out the paperwork, but where's the closest relationship and connection here?
My wife and I have a really close relationship, but I have a special bond with my mother, and that makes it really hard for me.
Do you think that this is a good relationship?
No.
And you want her gone?
Yes.
And look, we just have to be honest here, because look, one of the things I do, one of the things that's kind of been my defined trademark way of doing things is I just cut to the chase scene. Have you actually, no kidding, bottom line, gone behind her back and tried to overtly sabotage her marriage to your son?
No.
Did you recruit a divorce lawyer for him?
No.
Did you pay a divorce lawyer for him?
Yes.
Did you put him on a dating website?
Yes, she did.
I did. It was for fun because I also put myself and my 80-year-old mom just for amusement.
That's amusement.
Well, let's take a look at this tape.
Mark tells me quite often that he is not in love with Rita and he's miserable. So on a whim, I just set up profile for him on these dating websites.
My mother told me that she had started a profile.
He said, well, what would you say about me? And I said, looking for someone who can share my soul on a spiritual level.
My mother got lots of emails that there was women interested in me.
We would see these matches, people that totally weren't cut out, and just laughingly, oh my gosh, look at what they sent you today.
My mother's objective was showing me options that I had if I were to split with Rita.
Mark wants to love passionately with everything that he has. He does not feel that way about Rita.
What do you think about that? You didn't know that until right now.
She's disgusting to me. I don't, who does that?
Rita is probably the most violent person I've ever met in my life. Her ways to a means is to use physical aggression. She has literally hurt my grandchildren. She has caused me some of the most cutting wounds to my heart and said some of the most evil, degrading things to me. I have no enemies in the entire planet. I have a heart bigger than the Pacific Ocean, literally. But now I have an enemy. I have a person who hates, despises me, calls me toxic and poison, and I am none of those things. I'm giving, loving. I've done so much for this family, and she betrayed the most huge confidence. She took something that I confided in her at a period in our lives when we were close, and tried to destroy me because my son and her their marriage was disintegrating, and she threatened me.
What happened is Rita played a recording in court that exposed one of her secrets. Now, her husband was in the courtroom, and it almost ended their marriage. We have some of the recorded message. Let's hear it.
When I get back to the house, I just had to drop off the machine. And just to let you know, I would never, ever have done this if you wouldn't have threatened my mom with what you threatened her with.
You're putting our children through absolute hell, Mark, to cover up your mother's infidelity.
I don't care about my mother's
This
infidelity.
isn't about you
Listen,
being
that's
scared of
up.
me or any
Yeah,
of that.
my
This
mom
is
did
about
some mean
protecting
things,
your mother.
just
You made this
something
choice.
that I did.
You're putting your children through absolute hell to protect your mother.
What was your whole point in this, and what did you reveal?
She literally threatened to take my children from me, which she initially succeeded in doing. And I said, if you ever try to come between me and my children, I will expose you for what you really are. I will tell your husband about your affairs. I will tell the church what kind of person that you really are. If you take my children from me, the gloves are off.
You went into court and exposed something that was private to their marriage,
Yes.
and you were offended by that.
No one's ever hurt me like that. No one's ever betrayed me like that. And in defense of protecting the children, she had done something that is traumatizing. I received a phone call about 1:30 in the morning on my cell phone, and my grandchildren were blood-curdling, screaming at the tops of their lungs, "Mommy, stop, please, Mommy, stop." And you can hear her beating the living crap out of my son, coming from a mother, getting my grandchildren screaming and crying. And when I called the detective to talk to him, I said, "What is going on?" He said, "This is the 9th phone call I've had about domestic abuse." And he says, "I personally have gone out on 4 of them." I was not involved in any of their fighting, their beating him up. All I was doing was trying to take my children out of an unhappy. They deserve to be happy. They deserve to be children and not see all this ugliness between these two people.
You said my children.
My grandchildren, but I'm sorry. They're my grandchildren, and they're my life.
You admit that you have physically attacked your husband.
Yes. Mark had come home late at night. He was high, and I confronted him and asked him to leave.
I was getting ready to walk out.
He kind of shoved me to get to the door handle. I just snapped and went into full-on attack mode. And I was just punching at him.
She began hitting me and throwing things at me.
Threw the candle at him, screaming at him, yelling at him, I hate you. Look what you've done to our family. How could you do this to our kids? I was completely detached from any sanity.
The children were screaming, Mommy, Daddy, stop.
I got a call in the middle of the night, a voicemail. It was my 2 grandchildren, blood-curdling, screaming, Mommy, stop, please, stop. And you can hear the violence in the background.
So you wound up with a restraining order against you.
Mm-hmm.
And you signed that?
I did sign that.
And were you afraid for your life, or were you doing this to please your mother?
It wasn't necessarily to please my mother. I was definitely wanting to get her to cool down. My children got to witness this. I have to play my part in it. I was addicted to prescription painkillers, and I took my wife to a point in our marriage, I took her to the brink, and I take full responsibility for that. That's my part in it. And I sit here today 5 months clean, and I'm trying to save my marriage, and I want my mother to back me on that.
The one that was his high school sweetheart, he always said, this is the one for me. This is the one I'm gonna marry.
Mark told me about getting a message from his mom to have his high school sweetheart and him reconnect that said, I know how to contact her, you should be with her, you need to call her.
Last year, Rita says Mark's mother sent her husband a text asking him to reconnect with an old high school sweetheart. And here's what it said. X's name is in town. I know how to contact her. You should be with her. You need to call her.
I'm completely in the dark about this. I don't
send that text?
No, I've never sent it that text. I didn't know that text existed.
Did you get that text?
I did get a text, but like I said, I don't recall it as well as Rita does.
Let me just
That's
say.
going to be seared into a wife's brain. Seriously, I'm serious. That's going to be seared in. What do you want to say about that? But before you answer this question and then I'll let you say what you want to say.
Okay.
If we're being completely honest, you would like him to hook up with like his ex. You did say you settled for less. You do want him out of this. I mean, you can quibble about whether the text message said what it said, but the truth is all of these things that you think she is beneath him, you thought he was going to be with a supermodel, you think he settled for less, he could get a nice Christian girl, he could this, he could that. The truth is you would love nothing better than for her to go away and him to marry somebody befitting of his value.
That's not true. That's not true. Okay, my daughter was killed in a very tragic car accident almost 4 years ago. Up until that point, this family, we played together. They were in our home having dinner. I have never, ever felt uncomfortable in her home until recently. When she started showing physical violence and really traumatizing those beautiful little innocent children, and then making stabs that I'm responsible for killing Rachel, and then betraying a huge confidence to try and be spiteful and vindictive and destroy my 32-year relationship with my husband. And the way I look at it, what was meant for evil was turned around for good, because my husband and I are still together, and we are all grieving. We are all still trying to heal. And I have never, ever had any person in my entire life treat me with such disrespect and unappreciation, and she feels like everything's ulterior. And you know what? If I cut that cord, they don't have a home. He doesn't have health insurance. He doesn't have a cell phone. Thousands of dollars. It's just money. I don't care. I just want my son to be happy and to not call me in the middle of the night and say, I'm miserable, Mom. I'm miserable.
A mother's love, a father's love, family unity, all of those things are good to a degree. But there's a point at which they become dysfunctional for everybody involved.
My family's way dysfunctional.
For everybody involved. And for you, you have to look at where the children in your family are, and at some point you've got to ask yourself, what do I need to do differently that would bring about a different outcome for all of these children?
I want peace.
It's not just about what you want, and I think that you need to be willing to make some changes. You have a son here that has made some bad choices in his life, true?
Absolutely, yes. We all do.
And he's now saying, I really want to make some right choices. And you need to give him room. You need to give him space. And you too can't give her that message and then invite her back in when it's convenient for you and not when it isn't. If you're going to put up some fence lines, then you need to put up the fence lines and respect those. And I tell you, I think it is an inherently bad deal for you to be working for your mother, living in a house owned by your mother, having your mother pay insurance and this and that and the other. And you say, well, I'll earn all of that stuff. Well, then pay it all. Yeah. You know, you just need to go have yourself a job. I wish it was somewhere besides here.
So do I.
Because I think it is way over involved. They give you unwanted advice. They drop by unannounced. They use guilt and manipulation to get what they want. I'm talking about your know-it-all in-laws. They're a sneaky class of relatives who have the power to destroy your relationship if you let them. Now, Amanda says that she hates her meddling, controlling, know-it-all mother-in-law. She says that her mother-in-law is out to totally destroy their relationship, and she says that it's beginning to work.
My mother-in-law is a psychotic woman and a control freak.
My daughter-in-law, she's totally unpredictable, especially when she's drunk.
Yeah, I was drunk last night because I can't handle you. My mother-in-law drives me absolutely crazy.
She really has emotional problems.
She's a miserable human being. She's a bitch. I just don't respect her.
She does not have much education.
They do talk French when I'm around. Very difficult with the French speaking. It just feels like chaos.
She gets upset if I just say one sentence. She blows up for everything.
Yeah, you are being ridiculous because I'm married to your son. I don't have to. When my mother-in-law walks through the door, I feel like I could explode. If something doesn't go her way, she starts freaking out. She's also thrown matches all over the floor, pretending that she's gonna start the house on fire. The night before we were married, she threw a prenup, faxed it over, and all of a sudden the rules just started coming in. My mother-in-law has a key to the house and can come and go whenever. You come in here and you think that you can do whatever.
Have you ever asked me for the privilege to live in my house?
Well, no. You know what? All right, this is gonna really get nasty.
I bought this house before Pierre knew his wife. They are draining my finances.
If my mother-in-law thinks that I'm mooching off of her, she definitely is crazy.
Amanda married my son because she assumed he had money, which has been a burden. My son jumps for every little wish she expresses. He's like a slave. He behaves like a slave.
Pierre's scared to stand up to his mom. She does basically control money and assets.
I'm okay with the price I have to pay for the luxuries that I have here, thanks to my mother. She bought me a Mercedes. My wife has a much bigger problem accepting the financial help that my mother gives. It would be difficult to choose if I had to choose between the two.
Did I just hear you say that if I had to make a choice between my mother's money and the luxuries she affords or my wife, it would be a tough choice?
I just meant by that it's a difficult choice, but of course I would choose my wife.
Are you sure you're sitting on the right side?
This is the side I want to be on.
Are you surprised that he's not sitting over here with his mother?
I don't know.
I mean, come on, that's a pretty outrageous statement. You're trying to trivialize it by saying, I mean, it would be hard, but of course I would choose her. Would you really, and are you choosing your wife in what is clearly a turf war and a power struggle here?
Yeah, I'm definitely on my wife's side. It's just very difficult to choose between your mother, and your wife. I mean, I shouldn't have to make the choice.
How old are you?
38.
Are you, in fact, a meddling mother-in-law? Are you wanting to get rid of her?
Well, I think she's creating a huge problem. She's destroying my son's life, both financially and career-wise, because of the problem she has. She has an alcohol problem, and she completely distorts what other people say. You are delusional when you are really drunk.
You don't want her helped, you don't want her fixed, you want him to divorce her.
I-
You have said, and I quote, I studied psychology and psychiatry in college, and I am confident that she is insane. Amanda, her husband, Pierre, and mother-in-law all went to dinner. Every time Amanda got up from the table, they would switch to speaking in French. So, have you ever wanted to be a fly on the wall? We arranged to have a French translator at dinner, in a way. Take a look.
This is the booth where Amanda and her husband and mother-in-law will be seated.
All right, here they come. Let's do it.
I had to excuse myself, but really I was going to the back room to get wired up and an earpiece in my ear.
This, you're going to get in your ear so that the translator will be able to talk to you while you're at dinner.
She say that he can't stay with a girl like that. She eats in a really bad manner. She's strange. She's got an alcohol problem. She's saying she has already ordered a second glass of wine. She's probably going to order a third glass at the bar.
When I heard my mother-in-law saying stuff about my drinking, I just wish she would realize that, yeah, I do order a lot of drinks. It's because of her, and I really don't care for her opinion.
She's saying you cannot find worse than her, you can only find better.
I don't know who the hell she thinks she is. She doesn't even know me, so she shouldn't really even judge me.
I told you, Mom, she's very nervous, and with this smoking, she's totally sick. Go on the internet, you can definitely meet somebody else.
When I heard her saying he needs to go on the internet to find somebody else, that pretty much pissed me off, and it got to my boiling point. That's just going over the edge.
All the women in the States are all like that, they're all crazy. He's defending her. She's complaining about that bag, and he's saying that he is actually the one who bought it to her. He said he had to buy her a bag because her bag was so old, with cigarette burns.
Trailer trash.
He's saying that she looked like trailer trash, and that's why he had to buy her a purse. She's saying, why do you want to ruin your life with a person like that? He's saying, Mom, enough now, enough. I'm going to sell the house. Mom, please stop talking like that. And he's telling his mom, you tell that to DrPhil.
Let me say first off, I am so sorry that you are being treated that way. And Pierre, shame on you for being a party to that. I tell you what, if you can't stand up for your wife, if you can't get a backbone, I don't give a damn how many cars she buys you. It seems to me that what you're doing is mean and vicious and cruel.
Okay, I did
That
send...
doesn't seem mentally healthy to me.
Well,
My husband is definitely spoiled.
My mom bought me this computer, the stove, fridge, the TV, the love seat, the couch here, and even the turntables, courtesy of my mother.
If she didn't have money, he would basically cut her out of his life.
I either stand up to my mom and we give up these nice things, or I put up with all my mom's little quirks and controlling behavior, and then we can live in this lifestyle. I really don't know what to do.
You threaten them with selling this house constantly, do you not? I'm gonna kick you out and sell this house if you don't do what I want you to do. True? Do you have a job?
I have a job, yes.
Okay, you are able-bodied. You have a job.
We just would have to live in a less expensive house. Yeah.
Well, you know what?
He won't be able to do it.
But you know what? I would live in a less expensive house because what's happened here is she has your in a Dixie cup, buddy. She has just cut those off. If you want to reattach, then I would not wait for her to sell that house. I would pack my stuff and get out.
I just pray
that nobody ever hurt your children because of all the people your wife's been set up and because of all of the horrible things she's done.
Well, my first guest, Ty, says this message was left on his cell phone voicemail by his own mother, Catherine, who not only accuses his wife, Nicole, of being a scam artist with at least 5 different aliases, but also of brainwashing and drugging him. Take a look.
My husband's mother is insane.
I do not trust my mother, not in her current mental state.
Shortly before Ty and I married, I realized Catherine did not like me. Catherine has made outrageous accusations against me. She accused me of not being an attorney. Catherine says that I am older than I actually am and that I have other children than the children that I have with Ty.
Do yours too, man.
None of it is true. She says that I have multiple identifications, my real name is not Nicole, and that I'm someone else. She also said all of my family at my wedding were fake and they were all actors, which is ridiculous. Catherine has accused me of drugging and brainwashing Ty and holding him hostage.
I can't communicate with you if you believe that I'm under mind control, I'm being kept against my will. What can we talk about?
She's also accused me of defrauding her, and she has called the police on me.
These allegations are from beyond left field. They're not even in the ballpark.
Well, if you think being accused of having multiple identities and hiring actors at your wedding is bad enough, Nicole says her mother-in-law, well, she says she has a much more shocking claim.
One of the most outrageous things Catherine has said about me is that I murdered Ty's brother, Michael. Michael was killed in a car accident 7 years ago. Catherine claims that some local politicians devised a conspiracy to infiltrate and harm her family, and that they hired me as part of this conspiracy.
I stopped talking to my mother because I didn't want to hear the threats that she had towards my kids.
We've moved in the hopes of getting away from Catherine and to make it harder for her to get to us.
Is this a mother that is just concerned about her son and should be? Have you married the spawn of Satan here?
You know, DrPhil, it's so frustrating because I know that I haven't married the spawn of Satan. I'm very happy with the woman that I've chose. We've been going through this for 7 years now, trying to get my mother to understand and just see none of this stuff is true. I've pleaded to every family member, every auntie, uncle, any old friends that she had, anybody that I felt that she might listen to.
I live with the reality that my mother-in-law is a danger to myself and my children and Ty.
I actually made a list of the security measures, which is sad that you have to do this. But in June 2012, you moved to Northern California just to get away from her threats, right?
Right.
You have to send your mail to a post office box because you say you don't want to give one your address, certainly not her. You refuse to provide their address to anyone, including us. And Ty says, we stay prayed up and believe God will protect us, and what God doesn't protect, my 9mm will take care of. Well, hopefully we're not going to get to that point. We can settle all this down. But she says you're not really a lawyer.
Catherine says I'm not really an attorney, although I represented her in a lawsuit and we got to the day of trial. So she's seen me in court, she's seen me work for her, and she says I'm not really an attorney.
I think this is the first time I've ever actually had a grandmother on the show that has never even met or seen her grandchildren. And that's the case here, correct?
It's the case, and it's tragic.
My son has a double degree from West Point in engineering. And once he got with this girl, he's not been an engineer since. I call her this girl because I believe Nicole is a liar. This girl claimed that she was an attorney, but she had nothing to show that she was an attorney. When you type her name up for the bar, it popped up. But when I investigated her, she has 5 names. She has Virginia Nuevo, she has a man's name. The investigator that I hired told me she was a grifter, the type of person that is paid to do scams. She lived with me 10 months. It was a complete disaster. I was the cook for them. I was the maid for them. I even changed their sheets. The turning point in my son's behavior was the night I came to see him after he called me crying. He was so sick, he couldn't walk. He couldn't even stand up. He had a temperature of 106. He was totally naked. This girl had a rag just wiping him like she was in a daze. And I could see his urine was orange. I believe this girl actually poisoned my son. On January 14th, 2006, I got a phone call saying that my son, Michael and Chris, had just been in an accident and they thought Michael was dead and that they had rushed Chris to the hospital. I definitely believe my son was murdered. I believe that Nicole was involved with the people who schemed to murder my son. Right now, I've not spoke to Ty face-to-face in 4 years. Ty packed the children up, and moved to Oakland.
You've not talked to her in 7 years?
We really never spoke. She lived in my house 10 months, and I believe we had maybe 25 words. She would get on the computer at 7 in the morning, and she wouldn't get off.
DrPhil, I never lived with her.
You never lived in my home in Linwood?
We lived in your home, but you did not live there. I'm not gonna sit there and let you lie.
She's a liar, and she's taught you to be a liar. So let Dr. Phil do his job.
Okay.
I made a list. You said she gave Ty psychotropic drugs via his genitals.
That's how I believe she got it into his system because of the color of his urine. When he was sick. See, some parts are left out. When I went to see, Ty haven't said that he called me at 11 o'clock at night, literally crying, a 30-year-old West Point graduate, literally crying, saying, "Mom, please come. Something's wrong. I don't know what."
Ty had pneumonia. We went to Kaiser Hospital. She came to the hospital with us.
Yeah.
You took Ty and speeded in the back room.
All right, hold on.
All right,
you said she also used hoodoo and voodoo.
Yes.
On Ty.
Yes.
And that her cell number ends in 666.
And the address where they got married.
So the address where they got married.
666, telephone 666.
She had Ty in a cult.
I believe he's in a cult, the church you go to. Ty told me I would never go back to that church. Mom, it was whacked.
Are you in a cult?
No, I am not in a cult.
We're not in a cult.
It is a small family church that we
That
attend.
you told me you would never, ever go back to.
Never
Pentecostal, the people were crazy. On my son's, on my dead son's
Don't
spirit.
do that to my brother.
Look, see, he's crazy.
You
Never
use
talk
my
like
brother's
this.
death like
Never
a tool,
act like
and
this.
it is
He
so,
is-
Look at
because
him.
I'm tired of it.
He is offended at the sensibilities
I'm offended.
of you using his
I
brother.
am offended because that's how serious it is to me. He told me that. That outburst, I've never seen it in my entire life.
You've
I've
never
never
used my
seen
brother's
that in-
death as a tool.
that-
Weren't you running for city council?
Yes, I was.
In Linwood, California?
Yes. I was given the Democratic endorsement, and then she came along and told Ty that your mother should not accept this endorsement. I said, Ty, it's too late. They've given me too many endorsements. I can't back out now.
Isn't that a little bit of intrigue for a city council in an unincorporated
Not
city?
in my neighborhood where $7 million is missing. Not in my neighborhood.
$7 million is small money compared to the money that it would take to put together this diabolical plot that you have dreamed up. The campaign.
I ran for office twice while he was at West
Okay,
Point.
you're
Did
not
I win?
running now. Talk to
Right.
me. What are you
Yeah.
talking
Did
to
you
them
win?
for?
Because I
you
did
win
not,
when you
because those
ran
are
without
women.
me?
Those are women. That's why. Those are
Did
women.
you win when you ran?
I'll come out here with
when I was at
y'all.
West
Maybe
Point?
she'll talk to me.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah,
I
because
didn't
you
need
still
to.
haven't won.
Okay, Dr. Phil, come on. I ran for city council 3 times for the city of Linwood. I lost the election. I partly blame Nicole for that loss. Nicole, or this girl, whoever she is, she comes from somewhat of a political background. Her brother Jason was a city councilman in Oakland, and her sister ran for mayor, but she lost in 2010. I found out that Nicole's younger brother had been shot in the head, mafia style. Her other brother, Jason, who was a city council person in Oakland, was found dead in his apartment, foaming from the mouth.
I mean, she keeps talking about he was killed. Why are you saying he was killed when all we know is that he died?
The people that was responsible for my son's death, she was involved with those people. Yes, I said that, and I stand by that.
Okay, well, first off, before
And let me tell you,
what
okay,
do
let me
what do you
tell you
say
why.
about that, Nicole?
No, I didn't have anything to do with
Well,
their
you're not
death.
involved in the murder of
No.
Of your brother-in-law?
No, not at all.
You've written some letters. You've hired an investigator to look into Nicole's background. In August of 2012, you sent a letter to your state representative.
Yes, I did.
And in this letter, you said, during my campaign, a young woman who was dating my oldest son named Nicole, claiming to be an attorney, moved into my home, drugged us, and sabotaged my campaign.
For some reason, I was saying things that I would never say, like private things from the past. I'm not sure. You know, I'm like, when all of a sudden you're like, wow, why did I say that?
And to the Bar Association, you said this letter is in reference to an attorney going by the name of Nicole. This woman is a fraud, dangerous, and should be prosecuted and sent to jail. I'm suspicious of her, so I hired a private investigator who found that she is not an attorney and is using someone with the same name. She is also using aliases.
Her bar license, the social security number on her bar license, is another one. I called the lady, I spoke with her after the detective gave me the information. How many names do you have? Are you born in June, September, or November? Are you born in 71, 70, or 75, or 76?
I can't get into your reality. It's
Yeah,
not real.
I guess you can.
Okay, so
It is
you
too
wrote
real
this.
for
So
you.
you wrote this letter to the Bar Association. Then you sent a letter to President Obama.
Right.
Like you don't have
right.
enough to deal with.
And you said, could you please ask Linda Sanchez
right.
and Hillary Clinton why their subordinates killed my son Michael and seriously injured my son Christopher? These people have killed my son by setting him up in a car accident due to his past driving record. Okay, why did you write to President Obama?
Because I just wanted some help. I just started writing everywhere because I wanted some answers
And so
I
you
wanted
thought-
some help.
So
No.
So you thought he would call Linda Sanchez and Hillary Clinton?
No, but I was going to get it going.
You need help. And luckily, I'm still concerned enough about you to try to do something
What
to get
kind
you
of help do I
You
need?
need somebody to help you deal with your grief.
What?
Because you feel grief and guilt over Michael's passing.
I'm
and
gonna
unfortunately,
always feel,
the
because I
only,
trusted
let me
her to
talk.
come into my
the
house.
only change that has happened has been me marrying Nicole. So you've attached every ill that happens to Nicole.
In your mind.
No, in your voicemails. Everything
your mind.
everything like you just said, it's that girl's fault. She did this. She even drugged you, but according to you a few seconds ago, all she did when she was there is get on the computer.
She had
when did
access
she
to
drug
my
you?
house. She had
When
access
did
to my
she drug you?
refrigerator.
Oh,
She had
Jesus.
access to my food.
You say that Nicole is not her name and she uses aliases, correct?
That's one of her names. That's what the private investigator
Yeah.
told me.
Well, we have a private investigator, Doug Kane, and he found Nicole is her legal name and she has no alias.
Well, you have my documents.
You said that she is older than she says. She is indeed 37 years old.
How many
Okay.
birthdays does she have, Dr. Phil?
How many birthdays?
You said that she is not an attorney. She has a law degree, and the California Bar Association has her listed as active.
Active, but is it her?
Yes, they take your fingerprints.
Dr. Phil, her social security number on that bar, actually she has 3 social security numbers. Did you find that?
No.
Okay, she has 3. I gave them to you.
You know, without a doubt, Nicole is who she says she is. She doesn't have an alias. She has one social security number. She is a member of the California Bar. We know that. We validated that. I think where the confusion lies is there are other people with her same name. And because they're similar names, they have different social security numbers, different dates of birth. And that was what your report reflected.
Does it seem to you to be of grandiose proportion to come up with a conspiracy theory that you were sabotaged in this race for the city council seat? You came in 9th out of 12.
That was the result of me cussing out some people in Las Vegas.
Good.
And that's our fault.
Glad
That's
to
our
hear
fault.
it. But that doesn't have anything to do with her. I'm trying to give you a reality check. I think that you have gotten so caught up where one thing leads to another, and before you know it, you have constructed this belief system that just simply...
I'm sorry, I can't allow you to say that I'm hallucinating.
I'm not saying you are delusional. I'm saying that you got caught up in a situation where you have lost objectivity. And today, I hope that you go, well, okay, you know, maybe things aren't as bad as I thought they were, and maybe I can stand down and take a deep breath here and maybe begin to fashion a relationship with my son and his wife.
They're fine. They don't need any help.
Why do you care about that if what I'm trying to do is get you in a position where you can find out? I'm offering you help. They're not your job. You're your job. I have one last question for you.
Yes, Dr. Phil.
How's this working for you?
It's not. Do something different. Insane.
Then that's why I'm saying, let me get you some help. And believe you me, this help's gonna involve him. You asked, is it just me? Like, am I crazy? You're gonna fix me and they're fine? No, no, no. This is going to have to be brokered between the two of you. Will you let me help you in that way?
Yes, definitely.
That would make you happy?
Very happy.
Okay.